Patty Hearst, a name synonymous with one of the most sensational crimes in American history. In 1974, at just 19 years old, Hearst was kidnapped by the radical group known as the Symbionese Liberation Army, or SLA.
Miss Hearst apparently was blindfolded, led from the apartment screaming.
Big kidnapping on the West Coast. The victim is Patricia Hearst, the daughter of newspaper executive Randolph Hearst and a granddaughter of the legendary William Randolph Hearst. Richard Threlkeld reports.
The Symbionese Liberation Army, or SLA, sent a recording to a Berkeley radio station announcing that they were holding Patty hostage as a prisoner of war.
The initial goal was to trade Patty for 2 SLA members, who were in prison for the murder of Marcus Foster, the black educator that they deemed to be a fascist. The police denied this request. The SLA also demanded that her wealthy father donate $70 worth of food to every single person in California who was needy, a scheme that would cost him upwards of $400 million. He claimed that amount was impossible, and the SLA backed down on demand. He donated $2 million worth of food, but riots broke out during the distribution.
SLA had asked for what they probably didn't even realize was a $400 million demand. Randy was offering $2 million.
The world watched as Patty Hearst, now known as Tanya, was brainwashed and began to participate in crimes alongside her captors.
And in the process, she was transformed into an urban terrorist who helped to hold up a bank and shoot at security guards. Finally, she was captured by the FBI, and she was sentenced to 7 years in prison.
The trial. Hearst was put on trial in January 1976. For much of the trial, she appeared tired and dazed, which may have been due to some medication she was being given at the jail.
Ultimately, the jury convicted Hearst for her role in the Hibernia robbery, sentencing her to 7 years in prison.
22 months in prison, Patty Hearst's sentence is commuted by President Carter. After her release, Hearst went on to marry her former bodyguard, Bernard Shaw, and they lived in Connecticut for several years.
You know, I just think I've really tried to make a life in spite of it and move ahead and have my children and have a family and a real life and write and not let it stop me from doing what I want to do.
Subscribe for more true crime stories.